Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a Nigerian woman that came back from South Africa. Please watch and I'll come back and give you my own gossip.
Emilia Godwin. I am still saying it. Now in my country, I have my mouth to speak. They are wicked. They are wicked and wicked. They don't like us. If you enter a taxi, they make jest of you. They pull you. They beat you. We are just like a slave there. We are just like a slave there. We don't have mouth to talk. We don't even have mouth to talk. We talk too much. They will start hitting you, speaking their language. I will never go to South Africa anymore. Even if my child is born there, she will never go to South Africa anymore. This great opportunity I've been waiting for since 2014, I came to South Africa. I started seeing this sign 3 years, but I didn't see this opportunity to come back. They are wicked. The woman there is useless. Even though they saw that you are married, don't care. They want to have a child with Nigerian man so that they can take their property and kill them, the way they kill my husband. So I cannot go back to South Africa anymore. I'm 45.
How many kids do you have?
I have one. Because those women, after one children, when I came there, those women, they don't want me, my husband, to come close to me, to give me another child. And that place is full of muti. Muti is juju. They do it. They like love passion. Number one, South Africa. Love passion. They can do it properly and take your men. All the whole Nigerian men that have the children there, their child is lost and they can't come back home because South African woman. They can't. And they're bearing Nigerian name. Even it's by God's grace I came to visa. Even they think that even the way the immigration there that's interviewing me. I said, where is the father? I said the father is dead. I'm the mother, everything is there in the paper. But it took time. It took time. It's my own brother in the embassy there that make it impossible.
The story of what she just told us of what is happening in South Africa, how they behave. We all see what South Africa people have done to other African immigrants in the country, and also what they did to Nigerians as well. And I'm going to show you another video about a Nigerian man that died in a gambling shop in South Africa. I was not there. It was a Nigerian woman that is based in South Africa that showed us the video on social media. So that is a video you just watched about how a Nigerian man died in a gambling store or shop in South Africa. From what you can see on the video, the man is worried. Perhaps he has spent so much money on betting, on gambling, and perhaps he might have lost. And overthinking led to him having a heart attack. Maybe he was having a underlying high blood pressure issue. You know, when somebody have high blood pressure, that person has to minimize stress, has to try to find activities that will not trigger stress. So, I remember a person I met. Yeah, he was telling me that he was in South Africa before he came to where we are. He said in South Africa that Nigerians have a community there, And he also said there is no job there for Nigerians. And he also said Nigerians always stand around the street. So that one brings me to start thinking, what are Nigerians doing in a country where there is no job? And look at the way South Africa are killing Nigerians. It's heartbreaking. The whole world is watching. And they are all laughing at all darky people. And do you know that even this abroad where we are, even the oyibo self, some of them, they don't want immigrants in their country because of the crime that some immigrants commit in UK. That is why recently the UK people, they don't actually want immigrants anymore, some of them. For example, now I'm going to show you a video for you to see how a Sudanese man commits a crime, almost beheaded a Scottish man on UK, and there was so much riots taking place as we are talking because of the crime that immigrants commit. They are spoiling the country for immigrants that are hardworking and are honest, and they are making this government, the people of the country, the indigenous people, that is the white people, to change the immigration law to reduce the immigration in the country. For example, now watch this video of what a Sudanese man did. He was about to behead a vulnerable Scottish man. Watch it, I'll come back and give you my own gossip.
Neck and back after the frenzied knife attack on Monday night.
Yeah. No, he's not.
Come up! Get on them! Let him go die! Yes! Yes!
He is believed to originally be from Scotland and lived in the same block of flats as his alleged attacker, according to the Daily Mail. Neighbours described Stephen as being a vulnerable person who others looked out for. One woman told the Daily Mail, "He's a vulnerable person apparently. He lives in the same flats as the man who attacked him. There's a lot of information swirling around as to what happened. Nobody knows for sure why Stephen was attacked." A man who lives nearby added the Sudanese guy who police have arrested also lived in the block. He'd not been living there long, maybe a week or so. He'd only just been moved there. Another neighbour who gave his name only as Hugh, who's 70, told The Sun, "I've heard Stephen was the victim. He's lived here for around a year and a half. What's happened to him is absolutely horrendous. I'd never wish that on anybody. I saw all the commotion from the window. I felt sick when I saw it. It all happened so quickly." Stephen lives in a first-floor flat and his apartment window remains boarded up after a rock was allegedly thrown through it during an incident last year. The Housing Association complex contains 36 flats. Harrowing footage from the incident appeared to show the alleged Sudanese-born attacker slashing at the victim's face and neck. Horrified onlookers screamed, "Get off," while another witness could be heard shouting, "He's trying to cut his head off." Brave bystanders quickly intervened to stop the shocking attack, moments before police rushed to the scene. Local hero Matteo Magtieran, known as Matt, was one of the courageous members of the public who jumped in to save the man. After stumbling upon the scene on his way home from a night out, the dad grabbed a wooden hurley stick and charged towards the knife man. Police said that this quick thinking and quick action from responding officers had undoubtedly saved the man's life. Detectives confirmed that a 30-year-old man has since been charged with attempted murder, possession of an article with a blade in a public place, and threats to kill. He is due to appear before Belfast Magistrates Court on Wednesday. Officers also recovered a kitchen knife from the scene. Mass protests have erupted across Scotland in the wake of the attack, with police clashing with hooded thugs. Tension spilled over on the streets of Glasgow, Edinburgh and Ayr last night as dozens of people gathered. Footage from the demonstration in Glasgow showed chaotic scenes in the city centre. At least one passerby appeared to be attacked and racially abused as he made his way along Buchanan Street. Police were forced to shut several bridges and roads as it seemed to spiral out of control. Dozens of protesters also took to the streets of Edinburgh, marching along Princes Street, shouting with blue flares and saltires. Around 100 people also staged a protest in Ayr last night, which luckily appeared to be peaceful. Protests have also erupted in Belfast after the horror attempted beheading that rocked the nation. Furious demonstrators have torched a bus and set fire to bins, following outrage over the attack.
So my people, you see, things like this, crimes like this, committed by African or by immigrants in any foreign country they live, for example, like in UK or USA, it goes back to all the immigrants that lives in that country. They will come after everybody because they will say everybody is the same, whereas we are not the same. For example, now in UK, if you are living in a block of flats, especially those block of flats, you have to be careful because one, you don't know who is your neighbor. Sometimes your neighbor might have mental problem, or your neighbor might have vulnerable, might be having a sickness, chronic illness. You don't know. So that is why if you are living in a block of flat, you have to be careful who you talk to. You should don't talk to anybody. Go to your work and lock your door because you don't know the crime that this person have committed before. Like for example, they're going back to this video. This video said this Sudanese man and this Scottish man, they live in the same block of flats. And the Scottish man is a vulnerable person. And the Sudanese man is an immigrant that they gave leave to remain. That is a visa to work for 2 years. And see what this, and they said the Sudanese man just stayed in that house for 1 week. They don't live in the same room, but they live in the same block, the same building, but different flats. You see? So that is why, like I said before, be careful because you don't know who your flatmate is. Because you know the UK government, they pack all kinds of people into a block of flats. People, ex-convicts, different people from different mental health. For example, now in UK, for example, there are a lot of people that have mental health that live in block of flats with other normal human beings, you see? Because most of the, according to what I read, most of the mental health houses are closed. So government integrates mental health patients into the society to live with other people that don't have mental health. They give them medication to control the symptoms of mental health. So that is it. Be careful. Now, you see the UK people are burning things, burning immigrant things, burning, protesting, burning the stuff as well. So please be careful out there if you live in a block of flats. And this man will go for it. For now, peace.